Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Doomlink... No, I was about to say the Doomlink something or other. No, it's the Demon Souls livestream series. I haven't said Demon Souls livestream series in a while, so I was about to go and say Doomlink's something, either Doomlink's live hunts or Doomlink's random hunts, or you know what I mean. Regardless, it's good to be back. I would like to be recording this more than I am, but I haven't been, but maybe that's actually worked in my favour, because I'm fresh and ready to keep playing this game. The more you play this game, or at the very least if you're like me, and you have a tendency to binge play this game, what ends up happening is that you start to lose interest in it, and I haven't lost interest in it because I think certain other video creation projects have been on the mind and on the agenda as of late, so yeah, I'd say that's a good thing. I am streaming at a slightly higher bitrate than before, 1000 kilobytes faster, that is video bitrate. Audio has remained the same, it's at 320 kilobytes per second on the audio side of things, which is ideal. You can go higher, but I think anything beyond 320 is placebo in the sense that, well, not even placebo, it's only placebo for the people who have shit headphones on, or earphones, or play through shit speakers. Point being that they wouldn't notice it. But yeah, 320 is just a good number to aim for, regardless. According to YouTube, my stream health could be better, but according to OBS, it's... well, so I'm just going to go ahead and blame YouTube for that. I will mention as well, because I haven't talked about it yet, but there is both a new YouTube live dashboard and a new Twitch live dashboard that is slowly being rolled out. At this stage, it's going to be 7 days until the Twitch new live dashboard. I have not elected to use the new one because I rarely do elect to use new updated features, you know, because they're usually not updated, they're usually terrible. I have nothing to say about Twitch necessarily because I have not been keeping on top of their track record, but the thing is with YouTube, their track record, it's a bit hard to find someone who has a worse track record in terms of updating their features. They always find a way to shit on everything. And that's definitely what they've done with the new live dashboard on YouTube. Fortunately, it hasn't been rolled out to me yet, but for the creators who have had it rolled out to them, at least the creators that I'm aware of, I don't really follow anyone on YouTube, but the very few people that I do have expressed contempt, to put it lightly, actually. It's terrible, basically, and it's exactly what you would expect of YouTube in 2019, which saddens me, but, you know, it's the truth. Everything that YouTube seems to touch turns to a joke, actually. It's sort of like, if you're a company like YouTube and you get as many new users on your platform as you say, it's an incredible number. Whether it's users on the platform or new people watching, I don't know what the actual number is, but once you're at that point where you have so many eyes on your platform, there has to be a certain standard that you work to, but it seems that YouTube has no interest whatsoever in actually working to that standard. Instead, their work is comfortably substandard, and everyone seems to put up with it. Yeah, they'll talk shit about it, but nothing that the people who are on YouTube's platform are going to do about it is actually going to affect YouTube, because no matter what, they will remain in the ecosystem and YouTube will benefit from those creators just as they did before they made stupid changes. I mean, for the most part, the vast majority of creators on YouTube have not been on YouTube long enough to say that they were not on YouTube when they were making stupid changes. I started in 2009, and even I can say that they were making stupid changes around that time. But they've really ramped up, you know, the graph has gone like this in terms of the stupidity level. In terms of functionality, it's gone... but, yeah. These days, it's actually not subjective anymore, it's objective, like bad design. So, anyway, sorry for my YouTube rant. I don't know if I've done one of those in my Actually, no, I have done a few of those in my Demon Souls recordings. It's hard to keep track. I do it from time to time. These days more often than time to time, or from time to time. But yeah, seriously. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Point is, I don't know what the Twitch dashboard is going to be like. Hopefully it's not terrible like the YouTube one is, but yeah, that will be coming in 7 days. As far as when the YouTube one will be coming, I have got no idea. Here's hoping never, but of course that won't be happening at all. I will be getting it at some point, and I will be suffering just like everyone else. Will it change? Probably not. It will probably stay that way, and we will get used to it as time goes on, and when they change it again, we'll be begging for the one that was shit now, but is no longer shit, comparatively speaking, because they will have come out with a new update that was even worse. That's how platforms like YouTube can successfully devolve over time in such a huge and non-quiet manner. Or I suppose they technically do it quietly in this way. They do it over a time scale where people can just get used to the devolution, and then they sort of attach a different set of standards to that new standard that's been set. They decide, okay, well, this is the new standard, and then when something is updated that makes even that worse, they want the one that was shit, but is no longer as shit, back, thinking, in some cases, that it's actually good. So it's quite amazing, actually, how that works. But anyway, let's actually get started with this recording here. I have gone on for long enough, and to be honest, as is the case with most of my off-the-top-of-my-head rants, could be better worded, but you'll have to forgive me for that. I think you know generally what I'm meaning to get across. I will discuss, for those of you who have not seen the previous part, or perhaps saw it so long ago that you don't really remember, I had to sort of familiarize myself with this build as well because I had forgotten, but I'm going to give you guys an update as to what we need to do with this build moving forward. This is probably going to be the last recording that I do in New Game for this build. I would like to move into New Game Plus by the end of this. Based on what I do need to do, it will likely end up being a full-length recording as opposed to something that's shorter than usual. That seems to be a bit of a theme of my final New Game recordings. What I'll usually do is do World 1-1 in New Game Plus in that build, just to sort of, you know, lengthen the time of that video. But that may not be necessary this time, we will see. It will be interesting to see if my laptop survives this recording, because it's not plugged in, it's going off the battery at the moment, and I haven't actually plugged it in since yesterday. It was asleep in my bag during that time, but, you know, it probably still has a lot of its battery drained. It's currently on 40-something percent, 42%. It was on 47% before I started this recording, so maybe it won't last, but we'll have to see. Regardless, just to talk about what we are going to be doing in this video, or aiming to do in this video, I'd like to try and get my Epee Rapier to +5. I would like to get the Ring of Great Strength to hopefully make use of the Dark Silver set. Now, I decided in the previous video, and I of course didn't remember this until I started to familiarize myself with the build. I didn't watch the video, but it sort of came flooding back to me. I remembered that I had made the decision that I would use a heavier armor set with this build for the reason that both of these weapons are really light. The lava bow is much lighter than I first thought it would be, and the reason why is because it actually looks like a bigger bow on the icon here than it actually is, which is bizarre. You would think that I would go based on its appearance more than the actual icon that represents the appearance, but if you actually do look at it as it's equipped, it's thin, it doesn't look like it's heavy, and indeed it's not very heavy. You can see that it is only 2 units of weight, and so you've got a total of 3.5 units of weight across 2 weapons that I'm using on this build, and then you've also got this one here, which is 5 units of weight. So all in all, this is not a very heavy build at all in terms of what needs to be equipped on the offensive side of things. So therefore on the defensive side of things, that gives me more equip load to work with, to have higher defense and therefore heavier armor, or heavier armor therefore higher defense, however I want to put that. So yeah, I think I do still need to kill one more boss. So we've killed you. We have not killed you. So what that means is that we need to kill the Archdemons of World 1 and World 4, I believe. No, no, I haven't killed the Archdemon here. I believe you get another Archstone. Yeah. I haven't killed that boss. Cool. What about the souls? Do we have any souls to consume? No, we don't. We've already taken care of all of those. I would assume that any that we didn't want to consume are now in the bank, but I would say probably I have consumed most of them, because I don't really have a use for souls in this particular run. Outside of the ones that we've already consumed, of course. So our first course of action, I think, will be to try and use the Dark Silver set. We will go and get the Ring of Great Strength. Now, it may not be necessary for me to do this, because I think we're now at the point where I might want to talk to Mephistopheles and start killing people, but I do still have a little bit to do in the game, like actually killing bosses and such, so maybe I won't go so far as to start killing NPCs to get my character tendency down and engaging Mephistopheles in what he wants me to do, or she wants me to do. I keep thinking it's a he, it's actually a woman, but anyway, she's just got a very deep voice, and yeah. It is a feminine voice though, so it's not that confusing. But anyway. Yeah, I think everything is going well with the stream. Just wanted to make sure. Sometimes I need to look at OBS just to make sure that everything's good. Gonna head up this way. I was gonna head the other way, but no, that's probably not a great idea. But I will address this just because I haven't talked about it in this particular recording series yet. If you can hear the cicadas outside, I do apologise. I don't believe you can, and if you can, then they're not very loud. I do understand that drawing attention to them does actually make them more audible. That's just how it works. As soon as you draw attention to something, you start to listen for it, and then once you have heard it, it's hard to stop listening to it. But the reality is that if you were to actually start to hear it in the background, not knowing what it would probably start bothering you. And then you might think it has something to do with my microphone, and then, you know, that can be more bothersome in general, so it's good for me to actually outline what it is, and possibly make things less annoying for you guys, because you don't have to wonder anymore. Damn. I don't really need to do strong attacks against these enemies, they're pretty weak. And I was targeting the wrong person. Yeah, it's good to play this again. I've not been playing Souls recently. I think the last time I recorded Demon Souls I was playing Dark Souls 3 during that week, but I haven't really played since then. I did the Ringed City DLC in its entirety, and then I gave it a rest. I think I started the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, and stopped because it was bothering me. Something about that snow location, it was pissing me off. And then I had the wolves appearing, and, you know, it's just typical Souls, what do you call it? Trial and error, I suppose. Just learning how to do things. But I think I'd played a little bit too much Dark Souls 3 by that point, so I needed a little bit of a break. And I still haven't returned to it since then, but I, of course, do intend to return to it. Just hasn't happened. I've been doing different things with my time lately. I've been watching documentaries, I've been going on Reddit recently, which I abstained from doing for the best part of a decade, because, seriously, Reddit was like a dirty word, because I used to frequent 4chan back in the day, and I mean really back in the day. That is so dangerous, that fucking tail. Okay, let's just grab it. I don't care if we kill ourselves. We can roll through it, technically. Okay, there we go. Now, we are pretty well equipped to deal with those dragons right now, but, yeah, anyway. Point is, Reddit is a dirty word for people like me who have, sort of, I won't say grown up on 4chan, but it's not entirely incorrect to say that either. Because, yeah, 4chan was a nice place, you know, back when memes were actually contained in one location, but I don't like discussing that, because that's not really a topic of discussion that I like to get on, because the internet has changed, you know. I'm not going to get onto this for very long, because it's not interesting, it's not enlightening, it's not really anything, but it refers to me and how I think at the very least, so I'd say that has a certain degree of relevance to it. But I do not identify at all with the current state of the internet. The internet as it is right now is just completely, like, it means nothing to me. It's stupid. Very much like how society over the last few decades has actually devolved completely. It seems to be a bit of a bit of a term that I'm using during this recording, but you'll have to forgive me. Society has devolved immensely in the last 30 decades. It's incredible how much it's dropped. And I don't know what it is. Before then, it was more progressive than that. Well, not as fast, I should say. It was slower. It was happening over a longer period of time. For example, if you read a newspaper from the turn of the 19th century, you start to see, or not the turn of the 19th, 19th into 20th century, that is. Completely different language, completely different sense of writing. And then if you read a newspaper from, say, the 70s, it's completely different again, and not in a good way. It's more simplified. But having said that, the 70s was still, by comparison to today, if you were to watch an old television show from the 70s, completely different in terms of the level of conversation that you would expect to hear, and completely different in terms of the level of, I don't want to say intellectualizing, but it's different from today. Today is so... ugh. And what I see is an entire generation of people doing nothing but going forward, down. Imagine you've got an option to go uphill or downhill. Uphill is the positive thing, and downhill is going down. And everyone's just, taking the ride downhill because that's the easy way to go. It's downhill. It's not fighting gravity. Well, yeah. If you only go uphill, then it doesn't feel like you're fighting gravity anymore. It just feels like a way of life. That's kind of how I am, I'm not fighting the wave of normality. I'm just simply going against it because that's what's natural to me. But if someone who was just going along with today's retardation suddenly stopped doing that, then it would be more like a fight against gravity. Now, I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense. It probably doesn't, but hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. At least to a certain level. Yes, good old Demon Souls. Welcome to the Livestream, Gaming. So we now have the Ring of Great Strength. We're going to see if we can equip... Do I still need the Cling Ring? No, I don't. Well, that's good. I have a free ring slot right there to use. Generally, what I like to do is have the Ring of Great Strength be the first ring that I have equipped. So we're going to see how much of the Dark Silver set we can equip. I am expecting that I need to increase my endurance a little bit more. Let's have a look and see. Our endurance is kind of low. Actually, no, it's not low. It's 19. Okay, good to know. Let's see how much we can equip. The chest piece usually... Oh, no. Look how snappy that roll is. It's like, whoa. Now, for me, coming from other Souls games somewhat recently, that's like, whoa. There is absolutely no sluggishness to that. Because you see, in the other Souls games, there's a lot of... you lose a lot of that instant response time through rather meandering animations. Dark Souls 2 was the biggest offender, but we're not talking about that game. That's irrelevant. But look at this. There's nothing. As soon as you hit that button, you are rolling. Now that is a new level of combat. Because, well, not a new level. It's a superior level of combat. Here we go now with that rolling. The weight of this, 8.1, 8.1. So they're both the same. Now, generally what I do, and it often works out better, we won't equip the chest piece, but we'll equip both of these. Can we fast roll with that? Yes, we can. So we'll do this for now. It looks kind of ridiculous because obviously this helmet doesn't fit this chest piece at all, but we will level up our, whatever it's called, endurance further as we continue along and get some more souls so that we can actually wear that. Yes, I do hate Bloodborne, and I will not discuss it. No, but that's a fair point. So yeah, another thing that we need to do is get colorless demon souls. When I referred to leveling up this weapon, that is what we need to do. Now, I have a feeling that we are going to have some problems with that for a few reasons. So first and foremost, oh yes, that's right. So when we do meet Ostrava in World 1.4, it's very important that we kill him ourselves. If we let him commit suicide when we are doing the Mephistopheles quest, that will not count as us having killed him ourselves, and therefore we will not get the reward from Mephistopheles from having killed him, because if he commits suicide, then that doesn't count. So we will have to do that. So if I can kill Bior and Ostrava successfully, then that will be all I need. So that actually works out quite well. Because if we have to kill Patches with this particular build, that's going to be hell on Earth. Or hell in this game, if it's not on Earth. Point being that what Patches does is he turtles the hell out of you with his spear and his shield. He uses the Adjudicator shield. So he heals over time and he turtles you, and it's terrible if you're using a set like this. Because I don't believe I can parry any of his pokes. It's freaking terrible. Anyway. Point is, I don't think we'll have to actually fight him. Because, by the looks of it, we only need 2 more Colorless Demon Souls, and as long as we can still get that Colorless Demon Soul from Ostrava, even though he's in World 1-4 at the moment, we will be perfectly fine, and won't need to kill that bastard. So, yeah. What else do we need to do? We need to level up this shield. That's one thing that I forgot to mention. We're only at +4 with this shield. Still alright, it's not terrible. It's at 64 guard break reduction, but it could be better than that. So we'll have a look and see what our hardstone's looking like at the moment. We'll probably buy the hardstone that we need up until the point where we can't buy the stuff anymore. I believe we have yet to kill the crystal lizards in the pit in World 2-2. I'd prefer not to subject you guys to that, but that's probably what will happen anyway. Yeah, Patches is terrible in this game when you have to fight him. He's fine in all the other ones as far as I'm aware, but in this one, God, it's like a joke. So at the moment, I think souls are what I want. So I think we're going to take on this location. Let's go do it. There's nothing that I really needed to, I guess, organize before that. Sorry, I scratched the grate, or the grill, whatever you want to say, of my microphone. Probably made a bit of noise. But yeah, anyway. My microphone's sort of looking a little weird because of the chroma key settings. Let me go and fix that, because that's probably bothersome. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. It's just wavering a little bit. It's because of the chroma key settings. It's trying to get rid of anything that may or may not, you know, something must be glowing on it to give it sort of like a yellowish green look, so the chroma key's trying to take that away. But anyway. You wish he was this difficult in the other games? I don't. I like a challenge, but not like this. Okay, so landing on the Reaper is obviously the best case scenario. Just poking as normal. And I believe the Reaper is also susceptible to fire damage as well. Alrighty. It's one of the rare occasions where I actually demonstrate that little cutscene. Alright, let's go grab a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes just up the stairs here. We won't go into the secret area. I have no real interest in that location at the moment. As I did mention in the previous recording that I did for this build, I said that I may in the future... Oh god, that's right, I have to go this way. Oh, I already picked up the Stone of Ephemeral Eyes here. Okay. I do have a recollection of having done that, but I wasn't sure whether this was on this build or a different one. Have I already... Yeah, I already rescued Patches from this area. I've been here before, so there's less for us to do, but that's alright. Got a storied Soldier's Soul, I think that was. No, I can't read Japanese. Maybe one day. But regardless, it's the kanji that gets me. What were they thinking? Then again, what were the Chinese thinking? That's a good question. What were the Chinese thinking? No, don't you fucking dare. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever seen, personally. Because I had pretty much gone over, but I managed to roll the fuck out of there, which was insane. Almost happened twice. God damn it. I really do hate that, because what they do is... Okay, you are targeting the skeleton. So when he decides to do a cartwheel over the edge, you are following him off the edge. So that can be really bad depending on your position. So, frustrating, yes. Now what we're going to do is go ranged with these guys because they are bastards. What pisses me off about them is that they like to shield you. And you can see that they have a very, very slow animation for them to shield your attack when they pull the sword up. But the problem is, as soon as they begin that animation, they are effectively shielding you, even if the sword isn't in front of them yet. And that's fucking annoying. See that? That was a perfect demonstration of that. It's fucking stupid. You just can't really get the... Okay, this is really annoying me already. Trying to fight these guys at range and you just can't because they're being pricks. You do your attack. This is a bit of a cheesy spot, but I find their shielding attacks to be cheesy, or shielding maneuvers to be cheesy, so... See that? The sword was not in front of him at that moment, but because he had begun the animation, he was effectively shielding me, and that's not fair. Not at all. Anyway. Wouldn't really say that's the original butcher's knife. But, it's a bit bigger than that, you know. I'd say the original butcher's knife is being wielded by, the adjudicator. He's got a meat cleaver in one hand and a butcher's knife in the other. But it's not quite the same design of a butcher's knife as what appeared in Dark Souls, so... I'll pick up the fucking item! Like, what is this pot? Like, why would you put the pot there? What were you thinking, people? So if you stand, like, right there, you should generally avoid that. I'll let him punch me. Oh. That was a lot more damaging to my stamina than I was first expecting. Alright. He's dead. Fortunately. And I would say that Patches will definitely return in the future games. He has no reason not to. Or From Software has no reason not to have him return. Hello. Aye. That hurt. I suppose that wasn't too smart of me. But I thought, hey, why waste the time killing this thing if I'm just going to kill his summoner anyway? Sick of picking this thing up. In fact, out of protest, I'm actually going to drop it on the floor. Now, I'm being attacked by whoever this is. Some midget spirit thing. I have never actually been attacked by one here, which is odd. But anyway, that was kind of malicious. He attacked me from behind while I was protesting. I was in a moment of vulnerability. Is it Yorm the Giant? His weapon? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. I remember that. But, and I would say that that is completely intentional. Because the number of references to Demon Souls in that game are just ridiculous. But Yorm the Giant's blade was a lot more, it was more stone-like. Similar to the Dragonbone Smasher, but not quite. Whereas, it was a cleaner blade in this game. Alright, so we're going to kill the Reaper, so life is easier. Did I miss him? No, I didn't. Alrighty. So we do have the Thieves' Ring equipped, which is going to help a lot in the upcoming boss fight. What I will do... How many arrows do I have? 39. Not enough to kill the boss, I would suspect. But had I been carrying enough arrows, we definitely would have been able to cheese the hell out of this boss. If we stood at a distance from the boss with the Thieves' Ring on, we would have just been able to go right ahead and bow him to death with ease. Because that is the nature of the old hero. He is extremely easy with the Thieves' Ring on. Now, would I take the Thieves' Ring off for the sake of a greater challenge? No. Actually, I would not do that. I have no interest in challenging myself, really. That's for the higher levels of New Game. But even then, this guy isn't much of a challenge at the higher levels of New Game if you use the same Thieves' Ring strategy. So, I'm just going to do this. You can see, or maybe you can't see his health because I'm in the way. You can see it sort of a little bit. Okay, well I obviously was full of shit. They must be aware in the game if you're trying to cheese him that hard. Maybe if I go a little bit closer to him, he'll be a little less pissed off. I would say that arrows piss him off more. I would almost guarantee that. Because if you attack him at close range, then get out of his range, he will not do anything to you. Like, he won't even react. He won't come after you. But if I stay at range here, you can see he actually comes all the way to me with the thief string on. Well, not in this case. You decided against it. Now he's not reacting for some reason. That's really weird. Maybe we will be able to kill him. Yeah, looks like we will. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I actually did the Sigurd and Yorm story in my last build in Dark Souls 3 for the first time. It's pretty cool. Makes the boss fight a little more fun too. How can you stop? No, you don't. Okay, let's go pick up this item. Oh, some more arrows. I don't know what type of arrows those are. Maybe holy arrows. I think that's what they are. Well, can always shoot them. You can see they are much more damaging. Holy dick. Well, the reason why I don't use them is because they're harder to get. So we'll see how we go. I will probably end up using them. Just because I want to make use of the lava bow. I've used my Epee Rapier. Well, no, actually, I did make use of my lava bow before. Against the golden skeletons. But for the most part, I do use the Epee Rapier to deal with things. So it's good to use the other weapon in my build to some level of effect. Ooh, Dragon Slayer bow only build in Dark Souls 3. I love great bow builds. I'm planning to do that soon in the first Dark Souls. With the Dragon Slayer bow, and then Goth's Great Bow as well. Goth's Great Bow being the better of the two, but has a much higher strength requirement from memory. It's been a long time since I've really sat down and played Dark Souls. So I would say that the additional damage on these arrows is magic damage, because my belief is that these are holy arrows. Alright, this should kill him. There we go. Killed by a bow. Sorry, mate. I do love his weapon as well. But I've never actually used it as an offensive weapon. That might be an interesting build in and of itself. To actually force oneself to use the large sword of searching as an offensive weapon. But I probably won't do that until a bit later on. That doesn't really appeal to me too much. But yeah. Okay. So we're going to... I mean, we have no real reason to use the soul of the old heroes, so we'll probably consume that for usable souls to level up. Going to increase our endurance quite a bit. That is the plan. I didn't know about explosive great arrows. That sounds pretty over the top, because you've already got an incredible poise damage value, 2 great arrows being fired from a great bow. So if they're explosive as well, that's ridiculous. Okay, so we will consume this soul. Let me think. We really don't need anything from this, do we? Would we ever want the large sword of searching on this build? Probably. But no, not really, actually. Because we would only... No. Maybe I'd get it if it were a sharpstone sort of build, but no. Let's just consume it. I want the level up. Okay, so... At the end of the day, we can just go and grind the rays in that archstone. That's fine. Where is the maiden in black? There you are. I'm staring at you and I'm like, where is she? I don't know, Doomlink. Can you use your eyes or something? Alrighty, so... I don't know if item burden is important, but we're going to go with equip burden for now. We'll take you to 22. Actually, yeah, we've got no choice but to take you to 22, because I don't have more souls. How are we going? Still too fat, as I suspected. But, anyway. The worst bow in the whole series would have to be the Eldritch Golden Magic Bow. You mean worst in terms of most broken? Huh. Maximus says that helmet would make a hell of a shovel/spade. I would definitely say spade, because that is actually the shape of the helmet. It is a spade shape, so it would make a better spade, I would suggest. But I mean, yeah, look at the thing. I love it though, looks awesome. It just doesn't necessarily suit me here, but yeah, it's got a sort of regal look to it. I like it. I think we're ready to take on the Storm King and get some more souls. And again, if we don't have enough, then we can always grind in that area for more. Then I think we will go to the Crystal Lizard Pit after that. And then once we've got the Epee Rapier to... well, no, we'll try and get the shield up to... not necessarily plus 10, but... yeah, okay, I know what we're going to do. All good. If you still don't know what the plan is, then that's alright. Actually, let's go and buy some arrows now that I'm thinking about it. Could be a good plan. Alright, so... what are the better arrows here? 500? Do I have a limited number of these that I can purchase? Yes, because you can see that I can only get as many as 30. That's only... okay, I understand. I understand. I don't want to get that many arrows. Let's go to what I was doing before, about 100. And we ended up at 115 again. Not quite 115, but very close. Okay. Let's go take on the Storm King. Right, so... the Eldritch Golden Mage Bow is actually not that great. Yeah. Going two-handed, I didn't know that they had the same system in Dark Souls 3, in fact, as they did in Dark Souls 2 with two-handing weapons. Because in Dark Souls 2, I think you held triangle, and you were then in two-handed mode. I didn't see such a system in Dark Souls 3. But of course, they didn't necessarily have to nerf it, because in the end, the biggest problem in Dark Souls 2 was the warped, or was it the warped sword? What was it called? It's like I think it was the warped sword, that's what it was called. It was ridiculous. You put it in the left hand and it was like a joke. But that was the big problem of Dark Souls 2. It wasn't the two-handing system, that was fine. It was just that stupid sword. But, anyway. Let's go and equip this and get ready to go. I will drop the volume of my game for this because it is very loud. So, I'm going to do that. It's important. Because this attack here, extremely loud. I always have to, when I'm recording, not live, have to drop it down by a few dB, so that's what I'm doing here. In the live setting, now the annoying thing is sometimes that I do forget to bring it back to the ideal volume, but anyway. Ooh, I don't know. Well, I suppose Demon's Souls does need a remaster more than Dark Souls 1, but the first Dark Souls really did need a remaster for a number of reasons. Mainly due to the horribly optimized Havoc engine. And, yeah. The PC version was terrible. Required, like, DS fix was not, like, an option. It was a requirement, pretty much. Okay, so I didn't know the Storm King was coming down already, but hopefully we can get a hit in. Missed. That's alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to the idea of everyone playing Demon Souls. This is like my safe haven from the retarded Souls community, you know. But, I mean, they're not necessarily retarded, but there's more retardation now than there used to be. After it got super popular. Which is what you would expect from the mainstream gaming community. But, yeah, as I said, this is like my safe haven at this point. Demon Souls won't be my safe haven anymore. Once everyone starts playing it, but that's, you know, that's just what it is. It can't last forever, can it? Or maybe it will. Maybe they'll never touch this game again, but I think there's a high chance that they will. Because there's definitely a lot that's worthwhile here. What I would love in a remaster more than anything else is them to bring the Giant's Archstone in, which was intended to either be in the full game or intended to be DLC for this game. But it was never actually completed. Because I honestly believe that there needs to be a little bit more content in this game than what is currently present. Because that is one negative about this game that I can't exactly deny is present. It's just not content heavy. There are not that many weapons. There are not that many locations to go to compared to the later games. So in that way it has not aged incredibly well. Because there are other games that are longer. So there's less to get out of this game, technically. But, yeah. I don't know if they would go so far as to actually bring the Archstone of the Giants in, because, again, that was not finished, so that's probably beyond whoever remastering this game would be willing to do. So... and possibly beyond what they're permitted to do as well. They wouldn't just be given access to those game files. So, and they probably don't even exist anymore. So, that's just how it is. All those game assets, whatever you want to say. I'm not a game designer, I don't know the terminology, but yeah, really. It just wouldn't happen, I don't think. As much as it needs to happen, it probably won't. So... that is bringing back the Archstone of the Giants. I think there's a fair chance this game will be remastered. I'd say that they missed the boat. They could have done a 10-year anniversary of it, but they obviously fucked that up. It's not every day you get a 10-year anniversary, is it? Are they going to do a 15-year anniversary? Will anyone care at that point? Probably. But really, I don't understand it, personally. They should have done a 10-year anniversary remaster of this game. It actually doesn't make sense to me, personally. Considering how much they brought back from this game in Dark Souls 3, it actually makes no sense for them to not remaster this game. But they obviously didn't manage the 10-year anniversary, so what do you do? I'm going to put away the Storm Ruler. There you go. I'm glad you dislike it, Maximus. But, yeah. That pandering is what made it successful, so can't argue with that. We are not going to use this for any reason, are we? No. Alright. Straight into endurance again. Go to 25, see if that's enough. If it's not, we will continue to upgrade it. Still not enough, god damn it. So that second stat there, the one that's at 81 currently, is equip burden. Imagine if it wasn't. But it is, actually, so. All good. Still fat rolling, son of a bitch. Alrighty. So, are we going to the Crystal Lizard Pit? I think so. Is there anything for me to put away other than this stuff? I did, just before I started recording, put away some stuff that was in my inventory before. So that's already been dealt with for the most part. Alrighty. What are we doing? Crystal Lizard Pit. This is going to be a bit boring, so you'll have to forgive me, but yeah. Caitlin, I haven't seen you in months. Welcome. Ugh. Let's go and grind some crystal lizards. Of course, the reason why I'm doing this is so that I can get some hardstone to upgrade my shield. This shield plus 10 is bloody good, so I will be aiming to do that. I'd prefer not to grind these, and to be honest, I would say that it will be a little bit harder with this rapier. Actually, maybe it'll be alright. Maybe it's fine with the rapier because it can aim down pretty well, but I don't know. Try and kill this guy before he can touch me. There we go. It's annoying that he takes so long to die. I just want your grass. Just give me your grass and stop with your long death animations. I've killed enough of you. It's not very exciting or epic to see you dead. Thanks for the congratulations on nearly 200 subscribers. I appreciate that. It's been much faster getting subscribers these days as it was a few years back. Took a lot more time. At this rate, I'm at about 100 subscribers per year, which is pretty damn good. Alright, so I'm going to have to give that crystal lizard a miss, unfortunately, and deal with these idiots. Using the rapier as it's intended to be used. Was that a one-shot? Fuck yeah. I like that. 921. Sorry, guys. 2 stones of femoral eyes, I believe they will give me. As well as, well, I don't remember. I think it might have been Dragonstone before. That was, poke him. Well, whatever, you can just do that. This is the annoying part. This is where I need to try and hit as many of them as I can to get them to stop despawning. We'll try and grab this one, because he's almost dead already. There we go. Awesome. Back to... No, that one disappeared. Okay, this one needs to die. Did I seriously only get 2? See, this is why this is so annoying. It's hard. You really need Wrath of God for this, or God's Wrath, as it's called in this game, I believe. No, it's Wrath of the Gods. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Anyway, we can get a free, pure hardstone and sharpstone over here, so let's go grab that. It'll weigh us down a bit, so much so that I can't equip it, which is annoying, but, and I don't have the Ring of Herculean Strength. God damn it. What's weighing me down other than that? I don't need pure cloudstone, that can eat my ass. This clear stone can eat my ass. I'm never going to use that. And yeah, that'll be good enough, hopefully. It's pure sharpstone and pure hardstone. It's good to have an early celebration of 200 subscribers. It's a milestone for me, of sorts. But, because effectively it's 200 people in the world who find my content good enough to subscribe to, which is, you know, pretty good. I prefer smaller viewing communities anyway. So I don't mind that it's a low number. But, yeah. I will never have a large viewing community because the stuff that I record is not exactly designed for large groups of people. At least not these days. Maybe a while ago it was, but not that many eyes on my content. Or my style of content at the very least. But yeah. I'll have to manually go back to the Archstone because I don't think I have a Stone of Archstone on me. No. Doesn't look like it. Well, that's alright. And I'm not going to buy any because that's just going to be a waste of souls, really. Alrighty. I'm actually surprised that I still don't have the equip burden necessary to fast roll. It's kind of annoying. Endurance is equip burden in this game, isn't it? I'm pretty positive that it is. If I were upgrading endurance unnecessarily, failing to achieve what I wanted to achieve, then that would be pretty damn terrible. But anyway. Yeah, that seems about right. Wait. The second one's equip burden, isn't it? Shit. Let's compare the characters, shall we? So we've got, okay, so 31.3. Okay, the top one is actually equip burden. Okay. So let's compare the characters. So I've got an idea of what that looks like. I have to go to the other side here. Now I need to refamiliarize myself with the character. What am I looking at? Here we go. Okay. Stop it. Yes. Yes, that's correct. Okay, I'm making sure. Just making sure that everything is A-okay and that I'm not upgrading the wrong frickin' thing. Yeah, all good. We're upgrading the right thing. Let's all take a sigh of relief. Yeah, a small community does make it easier to interact with the audience. The worst thing about having a super fast moving chat, and it's happened from time to time as I have live streamed just with random people, either me getting, what's the word, raided, or randomly having people join, and a lot of them, happens occasionally. It's crap, because I'm trying to play the game. I don't have the time to read the chat when it's going that fast. I would literally just be sitting here reading it the whole time. I wouldn't have time to actually play the game. So unfortunately, you just end up missing things that are written. And I'd prefer not to miss it, but yeah, I just can't really avoid that. Anyway. Isn't it so annoying that we're pure white on both Valley of Defilement, Shrine of Storms, Stonefang Tunnel, but the one that we really want at pure white, Boletarian Palace, is not. Fucking eat my ass. Please. Game, just eat my ass. Do it. Okay, so what are we doing? Well, we'll see how we're going for our materials. I was not keeping track of what we had actually picked up. Looks like we didn't get any chunks of hardstone, which is kind of annoying. I did say that I wanted to buy some hardstone as well. Okay, well, what do we need? Let's see what we need for now. We need regular shards and large shards, I believe, at this point still. Yeah, so we need 1 more large shard and 4 more regular shards. Okay. Well, I could go and do some purchasing in the Filthy Man's location. But I don't really have that many souls, unfortunately. Which is a bother. I could go and get some more, maybe. Yeah, let's go make some souls, shall we? I think I've got the Ring of Avarice here on this build. It's a little dangerous because ideally I would have the let's get the catalyst. Ideally I would have the Thief's Ring while doing what I'm about to do, but you know. Yeah, the less people you have in your chat, the less people are going to cause trouble, so. God, it's so bright, you can't even read the Baldwin part of the frickin'... It's so silly, but see how dark this area is? If I had it any darker than this, you wouldn't be able to see anything. And yet, it's so bright in the frickin' loading screen that you can't read Baldwin. People doing the remaster, listen up. That's dumb. And you need to not have such a huge difference in brightness depending on the screen. It's ridiculous. I know they want me to barely be able to see anything in the game. I know that that is what they desire. I happen to not desire for my audience to not be able to see what the fuck I'm doing. So, yeah. Can we just fucking die, please? Everyone die. Everyone die. Now, I'm not using magic in this build ordinarily, but I'm doing it for this. This is harder than it looks. There's fucking stingrays everywhere. So yeah. Don't know if I have the magic to kill all these guys. If I keep missing, then I won't. That's for bloody sure. Just use as much as I can cast here. Oh, I'm gonna die if I don't be careful. Well, it looks fine here because literally the brightness is optimized for locations like these, which is what... This is the lighting of most locations in the game. But if I go into the loading screen, as I'm about to demonstrate, you'll see that it's too frickin' bright. It's like you can't read anything. Look at this. I mean, you can sort of read Cell and Vinland because it's not encroaching on that super bright part. But look how bright that is. Look how bright the archstone is. It's blinding. You can't even look at what's here. It's silly. Anyway. Just a mini gripe that I have with this game. And then we can all be blind again. And yeah. You get the point. I didn't do that just to demonstrate that. I had run out of magic and didn't really want to risk equipping Spice again. Which I really should do now. Why didn't I risk this before? I don't know. Heal. Thank you. Just getting some souls so that I can go and purchase some materials. I won't purchase too many of them because I would say in the process of trying to get chunks, which I cannot purchase, I will probably get large shards anyway. God damn it. Okay, let's be really careful here. Because it can happen very quickly that you'll just take so many hits that that little bit of health will be gone and you'll just die. That's kind of how that works. I'm gonna miss him on this one. Damn it. I shouldn't top up my health like that when I'm using full moon grass. It's a bit of a waste. Because it heals for a lot. I'm gonna run out eventually. It's hard to keep track of what's going on because of this targeting system, but anyway. My stomach just rumbled. I really should eat at some point. I did say that this was going to be my last recording for this build, so how long have we been going? We haven't even been going for an hour yet, so I guess I'm going to have to keep being hungry. That's fine. But yeah, magic is useful for situations like these. I don't intend to use it at all for this build in terms of like regular combat, but yeah, it's good for this stuff. I'm not whipping out the frickin' Storm Ruler for it. Actually, the Storm Ruler would be faster, wouldn't it, if I use the Storm Ruler for this? That's actually a good point. I should have whipped out the Storm Ruler. Oh well. I guess I don't think these things through properly, because I'm having to cast 2 soul arrows to kill these guys, but I'm pretty sure that the Storm Ruler one-shots them. So, yeah. Kill you while you're nearby and only needing a single shot. Alrighty. So that is dealt with. Again, using the Ring of Avarice so that we can get a little bit more in the way of souls. And with this, we should be good to go and buy some materials. I will switch to the Thief's Ring. Again, not having the Thief's Ring on does make that harder. That's something that's important to mention. No, not there. The Filthy Man in this location is who we want to talk to. The one in 1-1. The Filthy Man in World 1-1 is only selling shards, so yeah. We'll go to the Crystal Lizard Pit first. Or maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, let's not. Because otherwise we'll be doing too much backtracking. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to ignore this fat individual. Yeah, so ring does make a lot of difference because the Thief's Ring allows you to be harder to detect by enemies. And that makes a big difference when you're surrounded by enemies because yeah. If they can all detect you more easily because you're not wearing that ring, you'll get attacked a lot more frequently, you'll lose health faster, and you'll be at a greater risk of dying. And that's how that works. Alright, let's kill this guy who is lurking around. Hello. Obviously didn't really want to do much to me there. Okay. Now the Filthy Man is indeed moderately filthy. Not extremely filthy, but moderately filthy. That is a club that I don't need. I have been here before, haven't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I engaged patches in this area. Let's not land on top of the filthy man. That's always something that can happen.
Hello.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, let's go and... so what did I say we needed again? We're going to need a lot more shards than 4. Let's put it that way. So, we're going to get about as much as I can purchase without running out of souls. So let's get... let's say 15 of these, which is a lot, yes. And then we'll... Do we want that many? Let's get 30. And then we can buy 3 of these. That'll do us for now. I'm about to sneeze. Do excuse me. Oh, we got a crystal lizard here. That worked out really well. Because we might get some more stuff from him. What have we got? Hey. Actually, those are just regular shards. Or is that hard shards? Let me try and memorize the characters. Okay. Never mind. It was a hard shard, actually. Or was it multiple? I don't know. Let's go, get out of here. I don't want to deal with these guys. There's one that's like right in that path, and I can't get past him. At least I don't think I can. Oh no, I can. Well, thank God for that. Couldn't be bothered dealing with him right now. I could use my magic, but as I said, I'm trying not to have that be an offensive option. In fact, let's get rid of our catalyst. To make a point of that. Because the thing is, I'm trying to use a specific build here. This is not a power fantasy. I'm just trying to limit my offensive capabilities here to the build. Otherwise I can just go and cast magic all over the place and kill everyone. For some of you that might be slightly less immersive, but... yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we've got the crystal lizard at the end here. Maybe I'll try and kill him before going into the pit. I don't know if those other guys get alerted to my presence before I drop into the pit. There we go. Awesome. So they don't get alerted before I drop into the pit, which is great. Try and kill you. Awesome. Now if I could hit you, yes. Is there anyone else I can hit? No. So cool, we got 3 this time as opposed to 2, which is a good increase. Now what I really want are chunks. I mean, it's great that I'm getting more large shards, but I've already fucking bought them. I don't need the large shards, I need chunks, please. The next level up. Of course I can kill the crystal lizards that are present in World 1.4 once I have exhausted this location of its crystal lizards, but still I'd rather not do that. But I suppose you have better chances of getting the better stuff there. I don't know if I have... maybe in 1.3 I can also kill that crystal lizard. What happens if you land on the guy is that you actually deal damage to him. Damn it. My laptop just died, so unfortunately I can't talk to you guys for the moment. I will go and get my charger and plug it in. As it turned out, it did not last the entirety of this stream because it was already at 40% when I started, so... yeah, that's unfortunate, but... yeah, I'll be able to talk to you guys momentarily. I mean, I'm technically talking to you right now, but I mean... communicate with you, because I can't see what you're saying, but... anyway. So yeah, dropping on top of people does deal damage to them, and that can be a problem. If you deal damage to people, sometimes they can go aggressive, but, and then at that point you can't really engage in their services. I'm going to go and get my charger, I'll be back in just a moment. Just plugging it in now. Alright. We are plugged in. And we are turning back on. My apologies for dying laptops and such. Doesn't affect the stream though, of course. That would be a problem, I would suggest. Okay, so I don't have many souls here, which is a problem, because I do actually, incidentally, need souls to upgrade my weapon, or my shield in this case, which is technically a weapon, because you can equip it in the attacking hand and attack with it, but we won't be doing that. Let's re-equip our... No, we're not going to equip our catalyst, we'll equip the Storm Ruler, which I think I put away, but I think that's going to be useful. Launching my laptop again. Here we are back. And hopefully I can refresh this. Here we go, I am reconnected to the chats. Awesome. Because I was disconnected from the chats before, Okay, I'll see if I can read them. No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. If you said anything in the time that I had my laptop off, then yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't catch any of that. But I am back. In that sense. As in the sense that I can read what you're saying. Let's go and get the Storm Ruler out, wherever that may be. I think it's here, straight swords, yeah. And I will have to drop the volume of my game again, because it's freaking loud. But yeah. Again, I don't know if going two-handed increases the damage of it. I don't think it does, but yeah. Alrighty. Let's go and kill ourselves some rays, and I will equip my Ring of Avarice. I won't forget to do that. As you can see, the problem here is that I'm like actually at risk because I'm stuck in one place when I'm doing that attack. But you see, with this Storm Ruler, I can very easily kill multiple enemies. There we go. Oh, that was 3 at one time, which is pretty cool. This is much faster, as you can tell. Am I already done? There has to be another one. Shit. This is actually great. This is really fast. I did some fast soul farming, I must say. It's so funny because whenever I do this, I generally don't use the Storm Ruler. But it makes so much sense to do that. Of course, the Storm Ruler becomes less effective when you go into New Game Plus and beyond, but in New Game, that's one-shotting these guys, and that's really good. I don't believe it one-shots them in New Game Plus. So if you're doing your soul farming here in New Game, it's actually quite worthwhile. But anyway. I hope my chat's working. Damn it. I think I just got flinched out of my attack. Did I get anyone else with that? No, it doesn't look like it. Got him with it. No, you don't. Awesome. Look at all these souls I'm getting that you probably can't see because I'm in the way. I'll try and refresh my chats in a little bit because I'm not sure if they're actually connected properly. Hey. Anyone else? That looks like it's it. Alrighty. So I might do some more soul farming here later, actually, because I think that's pretty useful, but just gonna refresh this page. Don't know if that's done anything. How about we close that, pop it back out. Actually, let's refresh this whole frickin' dashboard page. See if that does anything. We're going to go and keep... Oh, here we go. Now I can... No. Yes. Let's go pop you out. Here we go. Now it should be properly reconnected, if it was not before. Okay, let's level this up a bit, shall we? 5, 6... Ugh, here we are, at the chunks that I need. Frustratingly enough. Okay. So let's go and equip our Thief's Ring again. Very important for when we are going into the Crystal Lizard Pit. I think we've got one more attempt at that. Maybe two more, but probably one. And so, we'll see how that goes. I am going to aim to get all that I really want done in this recording. However long that may take. I'm going to say around 2 hours, maybe 2.5. We'll see. It's been a while since I've used a rapier to take on the False King, but I don't think we'll be in too much of a bad situation. I'll be using the full Dark Silver set, ideally, which has pretty good magic defense, and I will be fast rolling with it, so I should be perfectly fine. If I'm dealing more damage with the Lava Bow, I'll use the Lava Bow. Seriously. Or maybe, no, maybe that won't be good, because it might be better to get close to him. Kill you. Come on. Die. Die, please. Okay, so your friend is going to escape, unfortunately. I can't really do much about that. Even though I run pretty fast here. Actually, let's... No, damn it, I've missed my... Shit! I wanted to do the fucking bow! Because that can work really well. God fucking damn it. Here we go, I managed to hit these guys. It makes so much more sense to go two-handed, actually. Can I still get 3 in spite of all this shit? I don't know. Did I get 3? No. Yes, I got 3, apparently. I'm getting Sharpstone. I don't want Sharpstone. Fucking hell. That's alright. Whatever. Let's go back. Now the ideal situation if you don't have Shards of Archstone is to just use the actual binding and not have souls, but I have souls, so I'm going to not do that. That would be a bit of a waste of time. What are we at now? We're at +6 on our shield. I'm going to aim for +10, may or may not do it. I might wait until New Game Plus to do it if I feel like it's too much of a waste of time here, as I'm doing this now. But, yeah. Once I get into New Game Plus, I don't really believe... Actually, no, we will be doing some things in New Game Plus. I intend to get a dragon weapon of sorts. But I don't know what that dragon weapon is going to be, so we'll have to see. Probably not something too heavy, so maybe a longsword. Might just get that dragon longsword in this location, actually. And level that up. Saves me from infusing something with Dragonstone, but the Dragon Longsword is so boring because everyone uses that. That's like the standard dragon weapon because it's, you know, something you already pick up in the area, so it's annoying. In that sense. So I'd like to use something a little more unique than that. Alright. And I was also just reminded, seeing Ostrava's sword and shield there, that I'd like to do a rune sword and shield build. Having whatever stats would benefit it most, and using them. That'd be kind of cool, and I'd use the Fluted Knight set as well, just so that I could look like Ostrava. And I suppose I'd call it the Ostrava build. Unfortunately, it would not look like the Ostrava build for pretty much the entirety of New Game, because I have to wait until World 1.4 until I can actually get this. What the fuck? Just hit him. For God's sake. Okay, I'm going to use the bow to greater effect this time. Let's equip the correct arrows here. I think we should be good. I don't want to be so close that I alert him. There we go. Now this is going to help us out. I don't know, we'll see. So I'll hit you. No, missed. Missed! Fucking Jesus. Are you kidding me? I got 2 after all that. After taking the time to kill the First one slowly. I have that garbage to deal with. Seriously. Alright. Well, now that we've done that, I don't know if we're going to keep returning to this place or if I should just go and kill the lizards in 1.4, but yeah. Maybe I'll do an Ostrava build next. Maybe that would be fun. We could do that. It wouldn't be fun at first because I would have to, you know... Maybe I could start the build in New Game. Maybe that would be interesting. But what I could do instead is try to do World 1.4 earlier than normal. So what I would do is go in the following order. 1-1, 1-2, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, then 1-3, 1-4, but not actually complete 1-4, just run through 1-4, because I'd be too weak to take on that area, really. And I may even run through 1-3, because it sort of depends on where I'm at with the build, but actually if I'm using the Fluted Knight set, I'd probably be fine to go through 1-3 as normal, even though I hadn't gone through anywhere else. But, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. We'll do an Ostrava build next. So the idea is that hopefully by the third part of the recording, we should have the Rune Sword and Shield. Maybe the second part, it depends on how I'm going, if I'm doing long recordings or shorter recordings. But, yeah, I think an Ostrava build would be good next, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do after this build. I had thought ahead in terms of the Windmill Rapier build and the Epee Rapier build quite some time ago, but now I'm at the point where I'm ready to move on to a different build, and I haven't really given it much thought beyond the Epee Rapier build, so yeah, the Ostrava build could be interesting. I did think before that it would be fun to use the Rune Sword and Shield to some level of effect, but yeah. Would Ostrava cast any magic, I wonder? Probably not. I've never seen him cast magic, so I guess he wouldn't, but... Now, does the Rune Sword deal magic damage? I think it does. Are we done here? We are so done here, and I just wasted my time. I was thinking maybe that was our last opportunity, but... I suppose I had to come all this way just to confirm it anyway. Sorry for wasting your time, guys. But, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about an Ostrava build. And again, it won't be so interesting at first, but I'll actually aim to get to World 1.4 as quickly as possible within the constraints of the game. Because the thing is, they stop you from going to 1.3 until you've killed an Archdemon. And it's, of course, easier to kill the Dragon God than any other Archdemon, really. So... I mean, you could technically do World 4 by running through the whole thing, but... yeah. And maybe you could do, the one Archstone you wouldn't be able to easily kill the Archdemon for by going all the way through and killing the Archdemon. All the Archdemons are fairly easy. But the one that you just wouldn't really be able to do, you could. Okay, you could, technically. But it wouldn't be easy. Would be Archstone 3, because you've got the Man-Eaters. Those require a bit of, you know, grunt to kill. If you're too weak, they're going to sit you down. You need defense and offensive abilities. So, yeah. What are we doing? We are going to World 1.3 to see if the Crystal Lizard there is still alive. Yes, I realise it might be a good thing to have higher item discovery, but I'm not wasting the time to get the large sword of searching just for that. I don't have the soul anymore anyway, but even if I did, I wouldn't do it. And it's very important, not very, but it's kind of important that I don't die in this area while alive, because I would like to access Executioner Meralda's area. I'm at the point where I can get colorless demon souls in other ways, but seriously, it's not even for the colorless demon soul anymore. I just want to demonstrate Executioner Meralda in this place once. That's all I want. Is a crystal lizard here? Yes. You can see he's a lot stronger than the ones in that other location we were just in, World 2-2. Alright, because it's a bit dangerous with these guys here, I'm going to heal and fight them properly. Now that I've killed one, I might go and just pick up this stuff and get out of here. What have we got? Oh my god. I don't need pure hardstone. Look at this, guys. I have no increased item discovery, and I just got pure hardstone. I don't need it. Please. What I need, I want that equivalent level of luck in getting hardstone chunks, please. So give me maybe 2. I would say 3 chunks is equivalent to a single pure in terms of drop rates. Just stop being so annoying, game, please. Okay, well, it's a good sign anyway that we've got better chances on those lizards anyway, so... Frustrating. Definitely frustrating. We'll put that away because that's weighing us down. No, wrong person. She's not going to store our stuff. Sadly. Alrighty. Let's go and head back. I don't know how many times we can kill this thing, because I would say that that could have easily been our last attempt. Because oftentimes I go past that lizard and not kill it, but every time it disappears, that's one chance that you've lost to kill it, unfortunately, in this game. So, not much I can do about that. And I have been here before, so maybe I've got 2 more chances to kill it. Well, not including the previous one, so 1 more chance now. This is either my last chance or the previous one was my last chance. That's my guess. Unfortunately, I will have to confirm it by coming here just to see that it's not there, which is a bit of a waste of time, but, you know. What's necessary is what's necessary, isn't it? Let's go 2-handed. Make this a little faster. He's still here, fortunately. You can see that sometimes I just miss, and that's a huge problem because you can see this guy's attacking me now. There we go. Let's get out of here. It would be a lot more annoying to just die while trying to do that. Oh, awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So I got 2 hardstone chunks right there. It's important that I say that because maybe you wouldn't know. Maybe you're not familiar with the actual appearance of hardstone chunks, yeah. And because it's not written there in English, you wouldn't be able to know. But yeah, now we can upgrade this thing to +7 at least, and then after that I don't know how many chunks we need, but yeah. I think we'll be alright, because we've still got the lizards in World 1.4, so yeah, we should be good. I forgot to increase the volume of the game, I apologise. I knew I would do that, I always forget. Yeah. Okay, so we don't really need to put anything away, we're going to consume those immediately anyway. Alrighty, next we need 3. God damn it. So we'll see if we've got another opportunity here. I'm going to guess that we do not, sadly. But you never know. I wonder if my Twitch chat has been updated. I don't even know if you can fucking refresh this chat, to be honest. So let's go back here. And pop this chat out. Is it worth... I don't know. Just pop it out. Oh, I'm recording 1080p unnecessarily. That's fucking annoying. I always record 720 in this game because it's at 720. That is the resolution of this game right now. But I'm recording at 1080, frustratingly enough. It's a waste. It doesn't achieve anything. But anyway. If that's what I'm streaming at, that's what I'm streaming at. And I can't really change that in the middle, so... We're in the middle of my streaming, so... That's kind of frustrating. Okay. You are being so annoying. Because I know you're going to come after me no matter what. And yet you're going to run away just to prolong the confrontation. Fuck off. So frustrating. Anyway. Are you still there? You're still there. This is really good. This is like the best scenario ever. Oh my god, that's so good. You know, I could just as easily be getting Sharpstone right now, but I'm not. So, I just need one more hard... I can't get my head around what I'm saying. I need one more hard stone chunk, yes. And we'll be able to upgrade to +8 with the shield. Again, really happy that I'm getting lucky enough to pick that stuff up. I mean, I could be, as I said before, just as easily be picking up Sharpstone chunks, but I'm not. So, that's freaking cool. So I think that had to have been our last chance, but I do need to confirm it to myself, regardless. And then once I've confirmed that, we will head to 1-4 and see what we can do with the lizards there. There are 2 lizards sort of in the starting area, I think. Yes, that's right. So you have one that's like right past that dead dragon, very close to it. Then you've got one just a bit further to the right, just before you get to that red-eyed knight who would actually destroy me. Actually, he wouldn't destroy me, but he'd be a problem to deal with. Because I guess I'm not that far away from actually taking on World 1-4, so he wouldn't destroy me, but he would be a problem. That I won't deny. He can't still be here, can he? No. Okay, so onward to 1-4, where things will get a little harder again. It's important that I might actually use the lava bow for that first lizard, because I'm worried about failing to kill him before one of those black phantoms comes after me, because I'm pretty sure I haven't dealt with the black phantoms in that area yet. I don't think I even touched 1-4 in this build at the start, because sometimes what I do is, just for fun, I go into 1-4 before I'm ready to take it on fully, and I'll just kill the black phantoms that are there. Except for the scraping spear asshole, because he's more trouble than he's worth, that guy. He really is. Like, killing him, not worth it. But I usually do kill the first 2. Anyway. Come on. I love this loading screen. If I actually calculated the amount of time in my life I've spent sitting at that loading screen, that would be really shocking, I think. Many, many hours. Okay, so I was worried about prompting him to move by doing things here. I probably will prompt him to move, won't I? No, apparently not. Let's use our bow now. This is a good time to do it. Yeah, you die. Dealing a lot more damage with this bow, actually. Look at that. Ooh. Now, I do realise that I need to continue increasing my magic stat. Probably to 45 or 50. Because that will result in greater damage with both my rapier and my bow. As far as the fire damage is concerned. Shit. That was terrible. No, don't you dare, you fucking asshole. I can see you. I missed. No, don't you fucking dare. It's very important that I don't... Okay, there we go. Now you can come over here. Whoops. Don't know how I'm missing. You destroy that and then I'll hit you. Missed again anyway. Yeah, he's smart enough to roll. Asshole. Alright, come here and just get parried, will you? I know it's all a bit too complicated to... Oh, shit. Come on. Damn it. Okay, I'm at risk of dying because of my own stupidity, so let's just turtle in, shall we? I'm such an asshole. Let's go for the parry, come on. I can do it. He attacks very fast with that weapon, but I can do it. Okay. I'm at risk of getting attacked from behind by the bow woman. This thing doesn't deal bleeding at all, does it? No. May as well go two-handed, seeing as though I'm not really making use of the shield properly, but anyway. There's the penetrating sword. I was thinking of doing a build with a penetrating sword, but... What do we got? Oh, this game loves me, I think. And I love it. It's giving me exactly what I want. Yeah, come on, lady. Just goes into hiding. I don't want to have a bow shootout with her, because she'll win. But if she keeps fucking up her accuracy like that... Damn you. There we go. Oh. She's being both defensive and offensive, this lady. Having a bow shootout just for fun. It's not the best way to fight her, it's really not. But I'm doing it anyway. Come on. Ha! The reason why is because I haven't really done it before, so... It's actually turning out reasonably well. I'm wasting a lot of arrows, but hey. She's put away her bow, maybe she's feeling a little less confident in herself. The reason why I keep missing is because I swear to God, it doesn't aim exactly where that crosshair is. It aims just slightly differently to that. Alright, she's fucking dead. I don't think I can kill him. I probably can. If I play it right. But who could be bothered playing it right with that guy? I hate him. He's so annoying. I'm not going anywhere near him. There's a stone of ephemeral eyes down here. And then we'll... I really should say ephemeral, you know? It's just a thought, I mean... But I've always said ephemeral for the last 10 years, so I can't help it. So I have to say ephemeral, that's what I'm used to. But I know it's ephemeral, realistically. That is the word. Oh, that's a good sign. And I don't say that sarcastically. Let's put away the... Well, not put away, let's drop the penetrating sword. That's how little I care for the penetrating sword. I love how it looks. Oh, awesome. Imagine if I would have died there and not picked up those... I love how I just keep getting hardstone. This is amazing, like... Wow. It's not even pure hardstone. It's exactly what I want. This is really awesome. So happy. I'm going to be able to get this shield plus 10 really easily. Because, as I've said before, this is the third time I've said it now, I could be just as easily getting sharpstone, but the game has decided to be nice to me, so I'm really appreciating that. That was weird. Like, ow, 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 ow. That was actually my way of scratching here with my teeth instead of using my hand. Now, I think you would all prefer it if I did this than this, because that's fucking weird and creepy. But anyway. So, now that I see this, my mic is sort of... This is annoying. One moment. Because you can see a bit of the mic that normally you don't see, and that's kind of distracting, I think. So, I'm going to do that. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. Now, I'm sure it's been like that this entire live stream, and I've only just now noticed it, but hey, what can I say? Let's go and consume these souls here. Can't really see the soul counter, I apologize for that. We're currently at 72,358, if you wanted to know. Alright, so plus 8. Plus 9 is achievable. Quite achievable. Not yet, technically, but yeah. What annoys me the most about this in this game is that the plus 10 does not only require pure. That's the most annoying thing. So, yeah. But at this rate, I think we'll be able to get what we need. Because as you know, slabs in the later Souls games, in the Dark Souls series, you only need the slab to upgrade the weapon. Whereas here, you need the rarest as well as everything below it. Because they figure that you've probably already gathered a shitload of the lower level stuff in the process of trying to get the highest level thing. So they don't just make you use that. Which is logical only if you had to grind for it. Sometimes you didn't have to grind for it. They do give you free ones from time to time. You fucking asshole. I'll get him anyway, don't worry. Not if I miss him like that. There we go, awesome. I don't necessarily have to do that, but it's safer. Oh my god, this is so good. It's exactly what I need. Alright, so we're going to use the rapier here because I've got this thing in the way, you see. So it's really dangerous because I know that Red-Eye Knight is coming for me. I know he is. As long as he doesn't poke me in the ass, I should be alright. Come on. It takes so long to kill him. Come on. This is like risky. Oh, I keep getting exactly what I need. This is unbelievable. Look at this. 6 hardstone chunks in one run. It's amazing. I would be on my hands and knees sobbing if I needed sharpstone at this point, but I don't, so this is awesome. Although, I suppose I could... Do I get sharpstone chunks from that Red-Eye Knight? Not Red-Eye Knight, that red-eyed skeleton. Maybe I do, so maybe I wouldn't have that problem, but still. It's really good. Okay, so we need a number of regular hardstone shards. I don't know how many, but I'm going to buy 20. I think that's the safe number for me to buy at this point. Can't remember how many I have, but we'll just buy 20. Let's do that. Ugh, Yuri the Witch. Seen her a few times. She looks prettier from behind than she does from the front, I can tell you that much. Okay. So I can buy... Well, I can buy a lot more than 50. But that's as many as I can carry until I'm overburdened. Which is often how it is with those materials. I do find it interesting that they didn't bring back... item burden for Dark Souls 3. They probably just thought that everyone would be really pissed off if they did that, which they were probably right in assuming. So, I probably would have been pissed off as well. Alright, what do we need? Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. One more hardstone chunk, and we are going to get that. We can get one more. That's doable. Absolutely doable. So, no, not that way. You want to go here. And then after this, we will start doing Mephistopheles' stuff. And we will be sure to kill Ostrava ourselves. Hopefully that will still count. We will see. Maybe once he comes here. Well, then again, Mephistopheles wouldn't give us the quest if we couldn't still kill him here, because the game would detect that he was already here. And therefore, Mephistopheles wouldn't give us the quest, so we must still be able to get the Colorless Demon Soul by killing him in this area. So, that's good to know. Don't you dare run away, you fucking lizard. There we go. What do we got? Haha, see this? I can't believe this. We just picked up pure sharpstone. Is that pure sharpstone? Shit, we'll have a look at it based on the weight. It's a full unit of weight, I believe. No. Well, what is this then? Or is it? No, that has to be pure. Look at it. There's 3 units of weight. Oh my god. So we managed to get pure sharpstone here. This is a pretty big deal because pure sharpstone is always a bit of a nightmare to get, but that just happened. Okay, so it finally happened that I got some sharpstone instead of hardstone, but what I really need is chunks, you know. Get my stamina up a bit. There we go, that's what I needed. Was that 2? No way, this cannot be 2. Holy shit. Is this really 2 pure sharpstone? That's crazy. This is on camera, guys. I don't need sharpstone in this fucking build, but if I did, I'd be pissing my pants right now. Because pure sharpstone is really important. For frickin' dexterity builds, obviously. That's insane. Seriously, that's like... That's a big deal. I'm pretty sure that... Yeah. I'll have a look and see what sharpstone I have in my box, rather. But I think that's exactly... Well, to start with, I have what I need in terms of hardstone, which is freaking cool, but... Yeah, this has to be, like, 3 units of weight, it has to be... Yep, look at that. Shard, large shard, chunk, pure. I've got 3 pure sharpstone, and I don't even need it. Of course that's how that happens. It's always like that. Alrighty, so we've got what we need to get the +10 shield, regardless. So now we have a night shield, +10, and done. Let's use a shard of meltstone. Imagine if I did that. Now if you wanted to see me in tears, that would be right around the time I'd be crying. But, oh, I got a trophy of hardness. Apparently this is the first time I have fully upgraded something through the hardstone path on this profile on the PlayStation Network. Anyway, or on the PlayStation 3, it's not necessarily the PlayStation Network in that case. But yeah, let's go and use the Storm Ruler, get some more souls because I want to level up a little bit more. Let's have a look and see, just out of interest, if I can level up once. And fast roll with this baby. Where is the... Damn it, she's all the way over there. We're getting close to being done with this. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended, so the world might be mended. So unfortunately I do need to go and level up a little bit more, which we will do. I will equip the something or other, the Ring of Avarice. And I will drop down the volume of the game again. Hopefully this time not forgetting to return it to where it was before. And yeah. How long have we been going for? 1 hour and 42 minutes. So it's pretty typical for a Demon Souls recording, to be honest. My Demon Souls recordings can go pretty long. What's the longest that I've done in Demon Souls? I think about 4 hours. The longest live stream I've done is around a 6-hour one in Wind Waker, GameCube version, during my live stream playthrough of that. That's why that live stream playthrough had so few parts, because I think one of them was maybe it wasn't 6 hours quite. I think it was maybe 5 hours and 40 minutes or something. And I had another one that was 4 hours, then I think another one that was 3 hours, then the remaining ones were around 2. So, yeah, it ended up being, I think, 5 parts, or maybe 6. But it's a lot less than everything else that I've done, so, yeah. Ocarina of Time is looking to be like 15 minimum, so maybe not 15. We'll see. Depends if I want to do any long recordings for Ocarina of Time, which I probably won't. But, yeah, I do need to record Ocarina of Time. Probably not today. I might record it today, but I probably won't. Because what I need to do is, well, I need to do things today, and I've already done a Demon Souls recording today. But I would like to demonstrate you guys the new cases that I have acquired for my Nintendo 64 games. And I'm not going to show you them now, but because it's not really relevant to what I'm recording, but I'll definitely do that when I'm recording Ocarina of Time. And of course, I don't want to do it more than once, because I'm sort of a do it once and do it right sort of guy. If I have to do it twice, then, you know, I don't end up doing it as well. I can't speak, apparently. Okay. Come on, baby. You piss me off real hard sometimes, game. I'm astounded that I need this much freaking... Well, then again, look at the difference in weight. Like, let's be real. Like, there's a pretty huge difference in weight there. What was that even? I don't know. Did I unequip my storm ruler? That's really annoying. Ugh. It's funny how when I did that, the automatic white balance made me look grey and dead. And then I dropped my arms back down and I look like a normal human being again. I don't really understand how that works, but anyway. It's the fucking auto white balance and it pisses me off. No, heal. But yeah, auto white balance is really annoying. Normally I set it to a specific white balance and then leave it. Turning off the auto white balance because it's retarded. It's the settings of this particular webcam, and they suck. But I don't really want a better recording device than this. This is fine for live streams. I mean, you don't need something better than this. Well, that is for game live streams more specifically. Weapon broke. Shit. Okay, let's... yeah. Epee Rapier and this. Well, it makes sense that the weapon would break after a period of time. You would imagine that that would be quite taxing for the weapon, such that it eventually breaks. You almost crash landed. Now you have actually crash landed. Bad luck. Can I level up with these souls? I don't know. Probably not. We'll see. I don't think we can. No, we can. Battery for controller 1 is low. Life goes on, doesn't it? Okay, what we got? Let's have a look. Still too fat, isn't it? Pretty upset, to be honest. I'm pretty upset. Don't know where this has come from, this fucking terrible Cockney accent. I think it's Cockney, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe I'm from Cornwall. Don't necessarily have to be Cockney, innit? What I like to do more than anything else is drop inits in, like, really, inappropriate time. Oh, damn it, I didn't repair my fucking storm ruler. I wanted to do that. I was too busy talking like an idiot. So now we get to sit through the goddamn loading screen again. Thanks, Doomlink. Well, sorry. But yeah, that's a thing. Try and move this a bit more here so I'm not like moving my head forward to be closer to the microphone. That would make sense, wouldn't it? If I could have my head not like this, that would be awesome. Okay, so let's go and repair the storm ruler. That's not the repair thing. It's this, I think. No, it's not. It's fucking stop! I want to kill you! Baldwin's a dickhead, by the way. I hate him. Not because of what just happened, but just generally. He pisses me off. I always enjoy killing him. He's one of the few NPCs in the Soul series that I enjoy killing. Because he's unnecessarily unfriendly. Anyway. Okay, I should have equipped the storm ruler. I realise this. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but I can't do everything right in life. Okay, let's actually not fuck this up. After all that, I still fucking... let's do it. If I can... No, I've fucked it up. I think I'm gonna die. How did I not die? I was vulnerable for so long, and I didn't die, somehow. Anyway. All's well that ends well. It technically hasn't ended yet, but still. Oh, can we stop with a fucking... Whatever works, I don't care. You need to die, sir. I should get the one behind me as well. No. Nah. No, mate. Alright. And I am done here. We will return. And then at that point, we will kill some more. Get some souls as well. I'm making silly voices because I'm about as bored as you are, incidentally. I don't take that much pleasure in grinding souls in this game. I've done it a lot, and I'm past the point of getting enjoyment out of it. Now, most of you would agree that there isn't much enjoyment to be had in grinding souls in any game, or, well, in any game, as if you grind souls in many video games. Point is, grinding is not fun. That's not what grinding is. You grind to have fun with whatever you've grinded for, that's the idea. The process of grinding in itself is not enjoyable, although I do know some people who seem to not mind at all to grind, because they're fucking weird. I don't know, I've never understood that. There are certain people in certain games that just, they enjoy grinding. They get a certain level of enjoyment out of it, and what I say in response to that is, you need to find some better way to entertain yourself, because that is not a good use of time. Like, the time allocation versus entertainment when grinding, I mean, the entertainment factor is the satisfaction you get from achieving whatever you get through grinding, right? But it's not balanced. It's weird. But anyway, here I am lecturing people who aren't listening about their habits. And I'm doing it as well right now, so, well, not necessarily habits, but maybe gameplay preferences. I don't know how to refer to it, but anyway. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended, so the world might be mended. Can we do it? Yes! Finally! Fucking hell. Alright, so 30 endurance was what we needed. That's good. That's good. And now, we can put away this fucking storm ruler. Thank God. Go home. We can... Okay, we do have the catalyst unequipped. That's a good one. And, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just stop. Let's speak English to start with. Okay, so, we are now done with that. We can now focus on upgrading. Well, what do we want to upgrade? We want to upgrade magic to 45 or 50, and then after that, it's vitality, vitality, vitality. So, yeah. Doing well. I've got a good stamina bar as well for hiding behind this shield, which was one thing that I did sort of want to do anyway. So, it's all worked out in the end. Here we are. We've got our Dark Silver set. Fast rolling with that. And before we take on our next location, which is this right here, which we have been to a few times already in this video, we will do some Mephistopheles stuff. So to do that, I need to kill a few people first. And by a few people, I mean... Well, let's start off with Baldwin, shall we? I don't think we're going to get anything out of him. Well, let's not start with Baldwin. Let's save ourselves some time. I don't know what he's saying. Something or other. Alrighty, thanks for dying. So basically the idea is that we get our character tendency down so that we can do Mephistopheles' stuff. You probably know that already, but again, for the sake of conversation, I do like to tell you these things. Baldwin is now to die because he's a little fucking ass face. Yeah. He has a lot of defense, but not a whole lot of, What are you doing? Seriously, mate. Look at him go. He's actually got an interesting sort of way in which he fights. Like, in terms of the animations, he's got a bit of a unique thing going on. They actually put a bit of effort into him. Oh, they give you a hand of God. How about that? This guy can die. Along with Mr. Umbasa. Well, interestingly enough, you don't need to kill him, and he doesn't care if you kill his followers. He actually doesn't give a damn. Hopefully that's enough to get Mephistopheles to appear anyway. She's got a pickaxe. I'm not a mineable material, I think you'll find. But you can attack me with that and maybe it'll hurt. Alrighty, so if I need to kill... What's his name again? Saint Urbain. If I need to kill him, then we'll do that. But I prefer not to, because I like him, he's friendly. Umbasa. I do remember a time when everyone used to say Umbasa, and then everyone started saying Praise the Sun because of Solaire. So this was pre-Dark Souls. People used to say Umbasa just in the same way that they would say Praise the Sun. And then, of course, that stopped being a thing. So I suppose maybe everyone will start saying Umbasa once this game gets a remaster, I don't know. I'd say that's fairly probable. Alright, Mephistopheles is here. We'll have a look at our character tendency. It is pretty dark looking. I want you to kill someone. Do we have an agreement? Okay.
What's wrong? I granted you a simple task.
Oh shit.
Get on with it. Kill Saint Urbain and his followers.
Okay, kill Saint Urbain and his followers. This is annoying because... whatever. We need to kill Saint Urbain no matter what. Because there are certain people who need to die before you can get to the point where you start killing for colourless demon souls, annoyingly enough. Sorry, guy. You're friendly, but, you know, life goes on. Not for you, but for me. He's trying to use Wrath of God. Wrath of the Gods, that is. I'll put all this away. Someone who I will never kill, I absolutely refuse to do it, for any purpose, is Stockpile Thomas. He will always live. Why can't I put away the circlet? Didn't I pick up a fucking circlet? Or am I going insane? Pretty positive I picked up a circlet. Okay. Guess I didn't. I picked up a circlet, didn't I, guys? Whatever. A circlet is a piece of headwear, and it was not showing up there to be put away, so I don't know. I don't understand. Here is your reward.
Now, for your next task. I want you to kill Sage Frake and his apprentice. I will...
Oh my god. Yes, madame. So I have to go and rescue Sage Frake just to fucking kill him. I keep forgetting that I need to do this kind of garbage. Anyway, let's go rescue Sage Frake. I've already killed his follower, that's fine. I should have the key. Just go. Why would you have no be the default? Anyway, it's freaking annoying that I have to do this. But again, you have to kill a certain number of people before you can actually do the colourless demon soul ones, so... whatever. Oh yeah, I was thinking of also doing a fast-moving strength build. Like a light strength build, that's what it's called. That can be after the Ostrava build, if I remember that. I'd forgotten that I had decided that that would be interesting to do, and I still agree that it would be interesting to do. Kind of requires the guillotine axe, though, for me to be satisfied, and of course that, in turn, requires the killing of Execution Meralda. Now, will I be able to fucking manage that in this live stream series? I don't know. Maybe. But it will take a little while, I think. Frustratingly enough. So... we're not going to bother killing anyone. I couldn't be bothered with that shit. Don't you dare. You stay away from me. Don't you dare. It's not the best accent I've ever done, but... it's not quite my native accent. So it might still be interesting anyway. Alrighty. So we'll go and rescue this guy. He's all happy that we've rescued him. He's happy and stuff, and we're gonna kill him. So, I have no real regrets, because I need to, you know, get colourless demon souls for this weapon. I'm not emotionally invested in the story of this game anymore. In the same way that I'm not emotionally invested in a Zelda game when I play that, because I've played all those games a million times. So when, well, what's a good example? Something that normally I should be sad about, but I'm not sad about because I've seen it a million times. I don't know. Point is, it doesn't bother me, so... It's always great when you're trying to think of an example and then you just can't think of an appropriate one, so you just go, yeah, awkward. Anyway. So, we want to head in here. And now, we can kill Sage Frake. Again, we've already killed his follower, so we don't need to bother with that. Sage Frake takes a little bit more effort to kill, but he's not difficult, even having said that. So, yeah. Go and do that. Drop on him. Didn't manage to deal damage to him, surprisingly. What do you think you're doing? I think that's what he said. Not the part, but, you know, the what do you think you're doing? I don't know, I didn't really hear him. So that's the Ring of Magical Sharpness, or Ring of Magical yeah, the Ring of Magical Sharpness, which is pretty cool, but we're not going to get much use out of that. Yes, we do use magic in this build. However, not in that way. We use it for scaling purposes, not to... I don't even know. Like, let's just put all this away. Fuck it. All we need is the Dark Silver set. Okay. So next of all, we will talk to Mephistopheles. Now we should be moving on to Bior, who will take a bit of time to kill, but it will be doable.
Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance of greed. There is more work.
Okay, I'm very sorry.
I want you to kill Patches the hyena. No reason for pause now, is there?
There is a reason for pause, Mephistopheles. There is reason for pause. Now, what I said before, ladies and gentlemen, was that I wouldn't need to kill Patches the hyena because I only needed 2 colourless demon souls, and I could get those from killing Ostrava and Bior. This is not going to be fun. This is not going to be fun at all. I'll do what I can, but holy shit, this is going to suck. This is going to really, really suck. I'm going to buy what I can from him and just... So arrows we want to start with. Let's buy it. Buy 270. We'll do that. I'm going to put away some stuff because apparently I'm being weighed down. Did I put away all that? Yeah, I did. God, what's weighing me down? Put away that. Oh, I already had a lot of arrows, I see. Makes sense. Makes sense indeed. I'm pretty fucking pissed off that I have to kill this guy. I can't believe it, actually. Now, the main in black is close, which is a bother as well. Should have done a strong attack. Okay, so this is going to be really frustrating. Now, once we get to this point, it's all well and good, but... Oh, I can deal fire damage through his shield! Yes! Didn't even think about that. I forgot that I was dealing fire damage. Fuck yeah. So that's usually a problem, guys. But because I have a fire weapon, I didn't have to worry about him shielding me. Because I was just hitting him through his fucking shield with my fire weapon. That's awesome. Okay. Now we can relax, guys. Bior?
I want you to kill Bior.
Awesome. We don't even need to kill Ostrava. Fuck yeah. It turned out fairly well, guys. I was freaking out. I was about 90% of the way to shitting my pants. And then all of a sudden I realized there's no need to shit, Doomling. Just relax. This guy is going to take a while. FYI. His fire resistance is immense. And, yeah. You know what would be better than this, guys? Now, this is a little dangerous. More than a little dangerous. I need to withdraw my falchion. Here we go. Sorry, it's a scimitar, not a falchion. Now, this is probably... I mean... Yeah, this is going to deal more physical damage, I'm pretty sure. Let's compare. So, yeah. We're using this. Because this will be faster. He takes no damage from fire. So it's faster to do this, see? We haven't even reached the point where he's willing to attack me yet. So you need to deal a certain amount of damage to him before he's willing to do that. Alright, I'm getting him to bleed as well. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I can flinch him as well with this thing, which is cool. Alrighty, so I definitely made the right decision whipping out this scimitar. The bleeding really helps as well. Sorry, Bior. But I need colourless demon souls, so I haven't much choice. Oh. Don't you be doing that. Thought he was stepping back to heal, and then I thought, well, he doesn't do that. Then he shot me with his crossbow. I mean, that wasn't really helpful for him, was it? I've got a lot of defense. But that hurt. Well, it didn't hurt in terms of losing health. It hurt in terms of him sending me flying, which, I mean, that has to hurt, right? If you are on the receiving end of something like that, I don't care what sort of defense you have, that has to hurt. Like, physically hurt, but anyway. Awesome. And we get the full brushwood set and the large brushwood shield. But yeah, large brushwood. You know, say large brushwood shield. In fact, brushwood shield. Say that 5 times really fast. I'm going to do it. Brushwood shield, brushwood shield, brushwood shield, brushwood shield, brushwood shield. I actually sort of did that. I don't know if that was 4 or 5 times, but I managed it. Okay, let's put away the scimitar. We don't need it. Oh, come on. I don't know what that was supposed to be. It was me making some sort of extremely gay protesting sound, but oh, I'm really upset. But anyway. I like doing stupid, effeminate impressions of Mephistopheles, though. Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance of greed. So, okay. Relax, love. Okay, so now we can fully upgrade our scimitar, and again, for those who are not aware, we cannot upgrade our lava bow, so yeah. Let's go to Ed. Imagine, for a moment, that he would aggro if you killed Baldwin. Now that would be so bad. But fortunately, he doesn't know that his brother has been killed, so that's definitely a good thing. Alrighty. There are certain quotes in video games that entertain me. I have a few. Don't look at me with that ravenous countenance of greed. That one really. I enjoy that. In Symphony of the Night, it's, I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this. I play around with I'm interested in this because there's so many different ways you can, like all of the different intonations you can have in that sentence. And I can never quite get it exactly how I want it. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this. But anyway, the point is, it's funny. I don't know. None of you would find that funny, probably. Oh, fucking shit. I didn't know what that was. I thought for a second I just used a fucking shard of meltstone and I nearly just lost it completely. Okay, so Forge. We want to be in Forge. For some reason I was in Repair. I don't know how or why, but I was in Repair. Okay, so... yeah. Had I used a shard of meltstone, that would have been the end of it. Ed, I'm interested in this. But anyway, you guys will appreciate I'm interested in this when I'm doing Symphony of the Night. But anyway.
Thank you!
That's a pretty bad impression. I mean, I don't do impressions well. This needs to be stated, but I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this. Alright, I'm going to shut up. But it is important that you guys are aware that I'm interested in this. So I really want to incorporate that into just what I'm doing. Like, Every time I go to a store, in any game that I play, I just have to be like, I'm interested in this. Like, I want to put something away. I'm interested in this. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, for an update, guys, we are now ready to go into New Game Plus. We have our Epee Rapier fully upgraded. We're currently dealing 251 damage with it. It's not very good, is it? But, you know, life goes on. We've got a plus 10 shield. We are able to fast roll with our finalized armor set. And that's it. We still have a little bit more to upgrade with our stats, but hey. Ooh, excuse me, shit. Hey. I was going to go hey and then hey, but I belched in the middle of that, which was a little bit foul. But anyway, what are we doing? This place. Are we ready to go? I've killed Patches without having bought Full Moon Grass. I thought all I needed to do really was buy arrows from him. As it turns out, no. I actually would have liked grass as well, but that's alright. We can use new moon. I actually just said that. New moon. We're going to get some new moon grass. Yeah. Let's go. And hopefully kill, on our first attempt, Mr. False King. We'll see how that goes. We should be fine, I think. But regardless. I was just thinking about something with the Ostrava build. Will Ostrava himself be a great challenge to me in his Black Phantom form? It would be, wouldn't it? He would be very difficult to deal with. Now, if I kick him off the edge, quit and reload, does that take me back to the exact spot where I had quit before? I think so. Yeah, oh, don't you fucking dare, you dickhead. God, you annoy me. So he's dead, he doesn't have too much resistance to fire, fortunately. I'm picking up everything he drops because that's a new moon and that's important. He also drops full moon, so that's worth mentioning. I will roll past this guy, I'm not interested in his stuff. I will coax him out of there a little bit. Don't you dare, stop it. No. This has very quickly become bad. And that's what happens. Even if you've got the fucking Thief's Ring on, these dickheads with their fucking crossbows, and I've gone and done it now. I'm probably not going to be able to access Execution Meralda's area. I've got one more fucking chance, and in fact, we're gonna cling ring it, and we're gonna run through. I'm not interested in fucking doing this over a long period of time. There are certain times when I go through this location where things don't go well, and it's not okay, actually. So we're going to just run through, and that's it. I don't have the Thief's Ring on, so I'm not going through this place slowly, because it will be too hard. It won't actually be too hard, but the whole idea of this is that I'm trying to not waste time. If I get myself killed while going through this place slowly, not only will I have wasted the time going through this place slowly, but I will have also have wasted the time by dying needlessly. So I wanted to say that in the opposite order, but that's okay. We're going to pick this up, try to get right past this guy if we can. Get out of my way. Alright, so we're going to get this dickhead to breathe his fire. Come on, quickly, please. I've literally got this guy coming after me now. Now, normally I don't do this. This is extremely fucking risky, but I'm doing it anyway because I've obviously got some sort of death wish. What was that? It sounded like a cartoon character. Kind of similar to Mickey Mouse, which I'm not going to do my impression of because I would have to speak too loudly to do that. One thing I'm worried about, don't know if you can see this. See how this is flashing? That's a problem. So, if I have my controller die, I might not actually die in game, but it would be extremely risky. I think I could bowl over my keyboard and my brandy bottle to get to my fucking power cord, but anyway, maybe I couldn't do that, I don't know, but regardless, just running through again. Now, the best thing to do is to get this guy to fall down. This is how we're going to do this successfully. Now, you need to fall down here, mate. No, 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 no. I wasn't the one who wanted to fall down, you see. I love how that guy was falling as well. That was really funny. I don't know how he ended up falling. I must have hit him midair while I was falling. I don't know. I have the cling ring on. I don't mind dying. I mean, I mind dying. But, yeah, no, actually. But regardless. Let's keep moving, shall we? Just try and get through this fucking area. Sometimes I go through here with no problems at all, and then sometimes, or other times, it's just nothing wants to work. Because really the worst scenario is dying while you're taking it slow, because you've got two factors that contribute to a slow fucking run. You dying, and also going through it slowly. So, this area has a way of insulting you in that way. I just did it again, and I've died. Never mind, I fucking managed to survive that. Okay, so, you need to go down there. You need to drop so that you can't quite so easily get back up here. And then I can have this fat guy die. Oh, Jesus, not you. No, don't you dare breathe on me. Okay, let's go. Come on. This is so fucking bad. I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm fucked. How did I not get hit by that? I do not know. I have no fucking explanation as to how that did not happen. However, I am seriously at risk of dying. And I managed to get out of there. Or get through that, whatever. Okay, so... Now, there is a way to do what's up ahead here more easily. And I suck at it. Or, not more easily. What I mean is that there are... Oh my god, look at that fucking slowdown. That was insane. It's because I did that right at the wrong time. As in doing my ephemeral eyes animation. So, okay. I will mention to start with. Alright, that the ring of fire resistance does not really make much of a difference. Okay, so there is a way to time this so that you do not get hit. I am not good at timing that correctly. So do I want to go after his... Yeah, that's probably how I want to do it. So then you need to go to that other side. And now I should be safe to go, is that right? Yes, so that's how you time it correctly. It's not even hard, but I suck, so apparently I can't do that consistently, I don't know. Oh Jesus, I'm still at risk here apparently. Get the fuck out of here now. Holy shit. That was a little scary. Okay. So. Ostrava, hello. Blah 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 blah. Gives me the mausoleum key that I'm not going to use. Gives me access to a boss that's even harder than the one we're about to fight. Let's go, baby. Oh, he's attacking a little fast. He's attacking a little oh my god. I'm actually at risk of dying because I suck. Okay. Poke him. Whoa. That was a little scary. I could backstab you if you do that. Whoa. Okay, let's backstab him off the edge. That's just easier. I don't need his stuff anyway. See ya. Whoa. That was entertaining. Maybe not for you guys, but it was for me. Okay, let's just one round this guy. Let's do it. It's not that hard, dude. Like, just relax. Oh, look. I'm looking grey again. Ah. Now I'm not grey. Okay. So. Sounds like the dragon's relaxing now, and the reason why is because Bior isn't there. If you take Bior, and he comes automatically if you haven't killed him. Okay, if you've rescued him and haven't killed him between doing the Penetrator boss fight and this boss fight, he will be there, and as a result the fucking dragon will be breathing fire all the time. Now, if it were your intention to showcase this boss fight nicely, you would not have Bior there, because then your nice boss fight is being marred by this stupid roaring dragon garbage. So, yeah. Now, keep in mind I'm using the Dark Silver set, which is greater resistance to magic damage, which is exactly what we want. We're going to go two-handed with this thing. Doing a little bit of damage there. Not an incredible amount, but a little bit, which is kind of good. He's being annoying, so I just wanted to get an attack in there. Even though I have good defense against magic, I still don't really want to be taking hits from this guy. Especially not heavy hits, but anyway. Whoa, wasn't expecting that. That sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? Keep in mind that New Moon Grass is a straight up full heal. It doesn't heal you for a high amount. It's a full heal, right? So, yeah, New Moon's pretty the good. Don't know what the good means, but anyway. Now, fast rolling against this guy, and I've said this many, many times, is the way to fight him. If you are going slow, life is very sad, which is one of the reasons why I do not like strength builds in this game, because you end up having to compromise your build. Everything about your build needs to be compromised for the benefit of this boss fight. But even under those circumstances, with a heavily compromised build, you are still better off to fight him than you would be if you had a fully optimized strength-based build. No, that hurts. It's almost half my health. Get out of there, man. Fucking hell. So point is, which is what I was trying to say before, even if you've got high magic defense like I do, you don't want to be taking those heavy hits. They still hurt. If anything else, if it's not the magic damage, it's the frickin' damage of his weapon. And he's using Soul Brand at the moment. I don't believe it's... No, it's not Northern Regalia that he's using. Or Regalia, whatever I'm saying. It is the Soul Brand weapon. So Demon Brand is the one that doesn't look as evil, which is weird. So this is how it works. You've got Demon Brand, which actually works based on positive... Oh, shit. So Demon Brand, I believe, works on positive, as in light character tendency, whereas Soul Brand works on negative. So I believe the negative one is black, therefore. I don't know. I think it is. I think that's how that works. Northern Regalia works... It's a combination of both of those abilities, right? If I get hit by him... Okay, let's just heal up. We're not taking any chances. I know he's one hit from death, but... This is the point. I have had... That health that he had right there, I have died to him while he has been at that health at least twice. Probably more. Twice on camera. Not in this playthrough, but... You know. It sucks. Long story short. It's a waste of time. Alright, we had a few problems getting through the area before this point. But the actual boss fight itself, we were able to take care of pretty easily. The sword will drop, and then that's a thing that will happen. Okay, so we are 2 hours and 22 minutes into this recording. We are pretty much done. I'm not going to extend this recording for longer than it needs to go for, so therefore I will not be taking on New Game Plus in this build, in this recording. We will save that for later. But, yeah, I think we're good to go. There's nothing really to do, so let's get moving. This is not going to send us straight into New Game Plus, of course. We will have to deal with the old one first. But that's alright. Let's go, we're at Ash Lake. And it's not officially called Ash Lake, but fucking look at it. It's Ash Lake, shut up. Anyway. I don't know why I was saying shut up like that. Apparently I'm being a peach or something. Shut up! It's Ash Lake, shut up. Anyway. Peach Link. Okay, let's go. So maybe we can stay out of harm's way a little bit. Does this do more damage? Let's have a look. Oh no, not necessarily actually. Yes, shut up. Alright. So that can hurt. It's not difficult to avoid, but you know. This guy is technically the final boss, because no matter what, you will fight him last, whereas when it comes to the other archdemons, the order in which you kill them is up to you for the most part, except for... no, it is. In all cases, it's up to you which you will kill last. But, yeah. And then Soulbrand is here. I will take it just for fun. I don't know. Zoom. Soulbrand. This is probably not how it's called. Anyway, die. That's so we can get the Beast Demon Soul, which is much better than the Main in Black Demon Soul. I believe it's 50,000 souls versus 200,000. Which one would you prefer? And here is the credit screen. Lovely. Okay, so I ended up recording at 1080p. Again, didn't mean to do that. It's not necessary. This game is at 720. I do realise that I look a little cleaner when it's recorded at 1080. But, yeah. It unnecessarily drains my stream connection. So, we're going to avoid that in the future. I have done it once or twice before. But, yeah. Anyway. Just giving you guys a chance to listen to the credit music, because I do like it. But, yeah. This is one of many times that we have seen the credit screen in this particular live stream series. So yeah, I may as well, I'll take this time while we're going through the credits to address what we're doing next, because otherwise I'd just be sitting in the Nexus in New Game Plus, which is probably less entertaining, really. So, what I will be doing in the next build is the Ostrava build. I will name my character Ostrava. It will be referred to as the Ostrava build. I'll be using the Fluted Knight set, and the plan is to get the Rune Sword and Shield as early as possible in New Game, and have our build centered around it. Now, I don't really have a good memory for how those weapons work, but I will refamiliarize myself with those. And there you go. Right as I'm talking about it, it appears on the screen with Ostrava and his Fluted Knight set. But, yeah. That's the plan, and I don't know what that will entail. It's not exactly going to be the best build in the world in terms of how effective it is, because that's the reason why I never use that sword and shield, but I don't think it can be denied that that sword and shield... Anyway, those are some of the most attractive weapons in the game, so I think having a build that's focused on those is good, and I do think it's necessary to have a build focused on those, because if you didn't, then you would have no reason to use them, because they're not good. The shield isn't particularly good, I don't think it has a special effect on its own, and the sword is not particularly good, and I don't believe it has a special effect on its own. That's gross, what just appeared on the screen. But yeah, that's the situation. After that, I'll probably do a light strength build. And yeah. Let's skip the credits and have a look and see. There's the Red Eye Stone and the... that's what it's called, isn't it? I think so. Anyway, let's have a look and see what our world tendency is for... Are you fucking kidding me? It's still not pure white. Fucking eat my ass. Anyway, so... You can't win in this game. It's impossible to get pure white in fucking... Anyway, for me, apparently. I can't do it, but, I mean, look at all these other locations that I've got pure white for. I've got it for 3 others, and then I'm 1 off on both Tower of Latria and Boletarian Palace. Eat ass, please. So anyway... Yeah, I don't really have anything else that I have to say. I will return to all of the builds that I've done New Game for later on. Don't know when that will happen. Probably once I have done what I want with all the builds in the game. However long that will take, I've got no idea. But anyway, I do thank you all for watching, and I'll see you when I'm next recording the Demon Souls game for the Demon Souls livestream series, more specifically. And I'll see you when that happens. It will again be the Ostrava build, and it will be on the US servers this time, for the first time. Not that that really matters, because it's the US version of the game, we'll say, the Atlas version. I will call it the Atlas version. That's how opposed I am to saying US. I will have Atlas version written in the title instead of US version, because, US version. Anyway, so, I don't have a problem with that version of the game. It's just I don't like having US in the title. But yeah, we'll have Atlas version in the title. It will be the Ostrava build, and I do bid you guys farewell. Bye bye.